Okay, welcome back. So what I've been doing today is basically playing around with the looper. On previous presets that I've done, I've done videos on just an acoustic preset and also a preset that was for acoustic and vocal. And a few on both presets, I think people were saying, "Oh, could you add a looper?" And I could have just boshed one at the end and, to loop the guitar. But I've been playing around with the stereo looper and using some pan. And I've basically come up with this ability to play two loops simultaneously at the same time, or choose either for guitar or vocal. And I've got my vocal mic. So I'm not really using this for anything. So how this is set up is that whenever you are in any of these settings, that you're able to sing and play guitar. But there is a little discrepancy on volume, but I don't. In playing around, it seemed to blend in quite nicely, I think. I've also got a little boost as well with my external expression pedal, which I'm controlling this to a level here. So this is essentially everything that I had on my previous acoustic preset and everything that I was running on the vocal effects. And in here we've got the ability to turn off our guitar as well as our vocal effects. And I use an external Diario tuner, which is just here, if you can see that. Okay, so I mute with this mic button, so I can be tuning up my guitar without actually holding down the mute, and allows me to speak through the pedal. If we put that back on now, so the vocals are back on. Got a bit of chorus as well there to add on to the guitar. I have had to take some of the blocks out. I can't remember what I've taken out, but just to make some room and move things around. So I've got my vocal mic up on this top layer. And I've left in that, which is basically turning off the preamp, the EQs and the comps. So, how do I make a loop on here? So you've got the option of these 4 snapshots, and I've used the control center to put these 3, the undo, play, record. You can go into the full looper, for reversing like I did on that video and playing for the last time. But if we go back to here, so say you want to just record the guitar in, you would do, and I'm gonna have to tap this first now. So I don't think that's perfect, but I've laid the guitar there. And if I wanted, we could have done the vocal first, but the guitar is going to make it easier because we can play this. And if we put this on dual and hold the guitar so it stops voice making any sound. Turn it off a second. Higher, 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 higher. 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 So that vocal's on one side of the looper, and the guitar's on the other side. And the reason it sounds seamless is both these loops are going into the reverb. When I had the reverb before, it would be very jarring when it starts. And that's both. So you can play around with that. Anyway, I hope that all makes sense. I'm going to turn this echo off. Yeah, I hope that all made sense. If you enjoyed this video, if you could give it a like, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate that. I've already put this onto my shop on my Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to check that out, there's a bunch of free presets as well as some that you might like to buy. But until next time, thank you and goodbye.